Okay, ladies, in true Halloween fashion, I got my little orange on, but it's not too festive. Nice and cute and sassy. Today I teamed up with Sunburn Hair to bring you this gorgeous, gorgeous girl. And as you guys can see, she's flawless. Today's gonna be a wear and go glueless, 100% glueless install. No glue, no gel, no spray was used. And of course it took us 5 minutes or less. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. Be sure to check the description box for a direct link. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, ladies, TGIF, happy Friday. You guys already know Fridays are dance day. Typically it's Acro Fridays, but now it is Acro and Hip Hop Fridays. So I am trying to get myself together so I can take the girls on to dance class. Since we started an hour earlier, I have to make sure that I'm ready an hour earlier so that I don't have to rush. Yeah, let's get started because mommy has a lot. Today we are working with Sunburn Hair. You guys seen that beautiful sun yellow packaging? I'll show you all of that later. But this is the wig straight out of the box. We are going with a yaki texture. It's a beautiful yaki straight and it's nice and full. I want you guys to see. Now this is the hairline and what it looks like. They have that S shaped or S style like a zigzag pre-cut lace. I don't know if you guys can see in it. It's kind of shaped like an S. Super beautiful. And this is a 7x5 golden ratio lace closure wig. It's gonna fit super beautiful. So I'm not even pressed. I know that even if I was pressed for time, this one will fit amazing. This is the technology, or you know, the construction of the cap. You do get a nice size comb back here. As I always tell you guys, if ever you're someone who just are anti-combs, you can take your like a scissor and you could take one edge of it and just like pop one of the threads and it'll literally come out if you don't want it. But obviously it is great to have. And then I love this gummy texture. I'm not quite sure the name, but it helps the wig to, you know, stick and stay where it needs to. And then of course you have a removable adjustable strap. This also has that gummy, so it'll lay flat and it'll kind of stick and, you know, do exactly what it needs to do. And as I mentioned, it is adjustable. I've been trying to make my stuff less and less tight because the older I get, I remember I used to wear my stuff super tight when I was younger, but the older I get, the more I notice. When it's a little tight, I notice. I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses. I need to do a re-up. This is the Mineral Foundation in the shade 16. This is like my perfect contour shade. It's nice and cocoa, cool toned. And it works perfectly on wigs because it kind of will mute the lace. And so instead of it being like warm or red or yellow, it'll kind of mute it all the way down so that you don't have any kind of situation. Now let's try the wig on. I'm trying to get this done in one take so that I can look cute. I love looking cute on Fridays and Saturdays. Sundays, I'd be looking a mess. Woo! Look at that. This is what she looks like on. And it's looking like a no work needed situation. I'm just gonna take a wide tooth comb and run through it. This is my first time putting her on. My first time running through the hair. And as you guys can see, she's absolutely beautiful. This is a look at the hairline. And of course we can stand to push her back a little bit. Straighten her out. Okay, this is what we're working with. I want to go ahead and just begin the process of styling her. So it doesn't necessarily look like we need to necessarily bond it down, but I do want to melt it. So we're gonna do her like we're bonding her down, except maybe in the end I'll show you me lifting it back up. Okay, step one is gonna just be to take care of my edges. I'm gonna take a fresh baby hair brush from BeadakBeauty.com, as well as my edge control from BeadakBeauty.com, and I'm going to just take a little bit goes a long way with this and just clean up my edges. Trust me, it makes a huge difference in, you know, how nice and neat and professional you look and your hair looks when your natural hair is taken care of. Okay, before we bond her down, I also want to go in and just flatten the lace. So I'm going to take my wax stick, also from BeadakBeauty.com, and because this is a yaki texture and you guys can see there is a lot of dimension in the lace area, it's nice and full. I want to make sure it comes out super flat, so I am going to go in pretty generously, and then I'm going to take my electric hot comb. I thought I had it heating up, but I guess I talked too much, and I'm gonna let that heat up. And let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and clean up the parting first and then the hairline. I forgot I'm doing a tuck through. So I did this side first, and as you guys can see, it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on this side to just make it nice and smooth. It's a subtle difference, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. Okay, so now we're done with that step, and you guys can see how super flat and smooth it is. We might as well go ahead and tint the lace in the parting. I just showed you guys the Ruby Kisses in the shade 16, but this is a little bit lighter. I believe this is 14, so this is 2 shades different. I'm gonna go in with this one in the parting, and the great thing is that this is a cream foundation, so it's not permanent. And if it's too light or too red, I can go ahead and put something on top. I think that looks really good. I know it looks strong, but it's gonna blend out because again, it's just a cream foundation, and I think that's the perfect shade for this. But what works in the parting typically does not work in the hairline, so I am again gonna just pull the hair back. And I'm just gonna add a quick one too. I prefer to use a powder in the hairline just because you kind of want to set it. You want it to be, you don't want it to move around. And I just pack this on both sides of the brush so I can put it down, move everything around, and just more so focus it on the actual lace. Kind of just buff it in. And you can be as generous as you need to be. Sometimes I will go in like to the hair a little bit if it's really plucked out. You guys can see how it is a little bit too dark for my complexion, but it mutes everything out so that we don't have to worry about seeing anything. Now, if I want to go ahead and add baby hair, we'll touch that later, but I think we're gonna go for a no baby hair look. What do you guys think? Should we do baby hair or no baby hair? Okay, now we could go in and straighten the hair out. I bought this during the last Sephora sale, I believe, and this is the Wow Dream Coat Natural Hairspray, and I believe this comes in a larger size, but I just got the small one to try out, and somehow I kind of like lost it. Or not lost it, but it just got, you know, misplaced in my hair bag or my hair box. I'm gonna add a little bit of that because I don't know, whenever I'm pressing my hair, I kind of like to add a little bit of something, but I definitely don't want anything that's gonna be too oily. And this one says magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proof powers. So that's what we need, especially with like the yaki straight texture. You kind of want that humidity proof because you don't want to go out into the elements, whether it is hot or like misty outside, and your hair poof up. But you guys can see it still has a really good like bounce and movement. It's not like weighed down. So let's go in, and I'm going to use a rat tail comb just to simply chase the hair, or chase the flat iron rather. Here's a look at the goodies inside of the package. You get not 1 but 2 melt belts, a travel kabuki, lashes, as well as 2 packs of HD caps. Can't forget about the dust bag. Okay, let me change my shirt and then we'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and changed my shirt so you can actually see the hair. I love the length on this one. It's super natural, perfect for an everyday look, and of course it is 100% glueless, so we didn't have to bond anything down at all. Now of course I have the urge to go in and add a little baby hair. Maybe I will a little bit later, but for now I am done. You guys see how easy that was? Literally 5 minutes and you're out the door. So be sure to check out Sunbur Hair. There is a direct link to this unit in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.